Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new series, and one that I'm really excited for, and one that I really hope will be one of my longest running. What I hope to do here is build, really. Over the past week or so, I've been looking through and scanning my vast, not so vast, collection of mods and what I know of, and taking into consideration my computer not being very great. I wanted to add as few mods as possible that would give me as much a variety of blocks and items to work with so that I could just go out and build. And right now, this pack is sitting at about 25-ish mods, and it runs really, really smoothly. Some of the main ones I'm using, just to spotlight them, Biomes aplenty, Thaumcraft, Blood Magic, Botania, a lot of those mods that just add really unique little things. And two that I'm absolutely super most excited about is, what were they? Chisel and Carpenter blocks. Putting those two together make an absolutely incredible pack for any builder to build just about anything they want. And that being said, yes, I like to think I'm a pretty decent builder, and I like to think I make some pretty cool stuff. So I have a lot of ideas for what I want to do with this series, and generally I'm going to fly around this world and gain inspiration through my day, through the environment, and just start building. Really, I'll probably do 1, 2, or just a small handful of episodes per build. Just kind of a, hey, I did a thing. Look at this thing that I did. And then go from there. So I'm going to jump and find a spot for my first build, and then I will show you all what I find. Alright guys, I am here. I could not find what I was looking for. So I decided I'd try something entirely different. Something I would not usually even begin to do because I would be running the other direction. For those of you who know Thaumcraft, and especially Thaumcraft 2 and 3, I'm sure you recognize what I'm looking at. But for those of you that don't, this is Tainted Land. And Taint was this... I ran away from it. I was so afraid because I really didn't understand it. But I've never built in it. And it always scared me. And so I don't know really what I want to do here. I'm kind of thinking like some tower of purity or maybe even just some like collapsed tower or mansion that's been overtaken by the taint. But definitely something, I don't know, maybe grand and spiraling. Let's at mod.chisel. I don't know, maybe some marble, maybe like this like fantasy stuff, a prison, obsidian. If I do like a tainted tower, I'd probably use some of this obsidian. Oh, so many ideas. So many ideas that I could do here. But yeah. So I think, I mean, I definitely want to incorporate this water because so much of this land here is water. But there's also these greatwood trees over here that, also if you know Thaumcraft, greatwood trees are like this, they're a magical presence. And so these actually really surprised me. I didn't expect to see them here. I mean, I'd just faint if I saw a silverwood tree. But to see these is kind of odd in my opinion. So, but yep, I'm gonna get started and I'll see what happens. Catch y'all in a bit. Alright guys, here I've kind of started a thing. I'm thinking maybe like factory-esque, because taint is often made through improper usage of Thaumcraft magics, or at least that's the way it used to be. And so I'm thinking maybe this factory is outputting the taint that's then seeping out into the world around it, even encompassing some of the great wood log trees. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking using some of these blocks here, which are kind of purpley, but I'll probably use them outside the factory if that's even what I end up building, because those would look kind of like a path leading through the tainted lands. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I will come back in just a bit and tell you if I decided to keep doing this thing or if I decided to do a different thing. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a thing. Oh, I really like this, like the black glass in it. I mean, even if this doesn't become a thing, I made one really cool looking corner. Yeah. Yeah. The glass, I tried it like coming, I'm gonna get rid of that, like out like this, but it just kind of stuck out too much. So have it going actually into the building, if I could float, and then it pokes out and then it goes back in, and oh, that looks sick to me. Oh yeah, I wanted to do like something in the middle of these, because I mean, just by itself it looked really plain over here. And so initially I just ran another block of this up it. Looked a lot like that, but it really separated the texture just based off of how it's the same texture, and so the way the game makes it work, it really separates it. But if I take this block right here, the texture keeps flowing behind it, and it looks like it's all one piece, but with just this bit going over top of it, which I really like that. And even here I have some of the Carpenters slopes, which could put another block on top of them, and instant sloped brick, which that actually shouldn't be there. That should be, should it? Question? No. Yes. Slope. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's better. And this has also actually been kind of difficult. So guys, I kind of did a thing, and it's not a good thing. It actually means I'm gonna restart the world and start this build over. But let this be a lesson. If you don't know what something is, don't use it. Because for those of y'all that know Botania, I just use this thing here. I just kind of discovered, it's like, oh, what's that? And, well, of course I used the strongest version of it just to really see what it did. And, well, it kind of did that. Yeah, it just, I right-clicked it down here when I was playing with flooring ideas. And then I dropped down to about 1 FPS, and it did this. And I just like, oh my gosh. I still like don't even, I just don't even. Wow. That's a really powerful tool, and I think I'll use that in the future for something else, but I really didn't want that in this. Why is that going up? Oh well. Crap. I really didn't want to do this. Oh my gosh, this sucks. Oh well. I'll I mean, it's funny. It's definitely funny. But it sucks at the same time. 'Cause I mean, the only part that's left down, I'm going to try something. I don't know if it's going to work, and it probably won't work. But seeing as I right-clicked it, shift right-click, drops it maybe? Maybe? I'm going to get out of the way. Well, I'll show you what happens. Or I won't if I just screwed it up even worse. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Now it's just moving it up again. Oh, dang it. Gosh darn it. Really cool animations though. I mean as far as animations go, that's pretty sick. But that sucks. Yeah, go away, Shard. Go away. Go drown in a sea. Oh my gosh. Do your research, kids. Do your research before you go handling God tier items. Before you go handling anything, do your research. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, it's been about a day-ish of me building. And I did regen the world. It's still the same seed. But I have been very busy. Very, very busy. If you look up on my minimap, it's you can see its footprint. I'm gonna pan over slowly. Suspense building, although you can already see it. So, yeah, I really like this. I changed out the glass during the rebuild. Went for more of like a seamless, make it look like one giant pane. These stayed the same. And I still really like this block, so I'm definitely sticking with it. This all here stayed the same. The biggest thing is just the size of it. If it would load, it is absolutely massive. Oh my, okay, give me just a sec. There we go. That should be a little better. But yeah. For the flooring, I am using this like aligned cobble because it looks, if I had an actual, oh yeah, I can actually. I wanted like a concrete type thing, but I mean I really couldn't find one that I liked. That's not it. That's the concrete. And I mean, that's okay. It's just, it's not really like clean. And then whenever you take the smooth concrete like this, it's got a connective texture that's just kind of weird. And it puts that in the middle. And I don't like that. So I didn't want to use that. And I didn't want like really small tiles. So I just didn't like it. And then I managed to settle on this. And I really like it. It looks kind of like concrete. I mean, with some cracks, yeah, but I mean, not a big deal. It's not like boom cracks like the lines in this concrete was. Now, as you can see, this taint has gone wildly out of control, which is really only to be expected. It's what taint does, and it's been a royal pain in the butt. So much so that I have started using these ethereal blooms to just keep it away from the building while I'm working on it, because otherwise, if you spend too long on another side of the building, you end up coming back with something like this. And it's, oh, okay, well, I placed that bloom and it was better. This whole area was just covered in this fibrous taint, and oh, you have to break it. You can't place a block over top of it, and it's just been an absolute nightmare. But I mean, that's what I get for working in essentially a nightmare, which is the taint. And yeah, that's, I don't think I went too crazy between these updates, but I just wanted to show you like where this has gone. I really like this floor. Yeah, that's, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have like a floor at like about this level or so, and have like stairs going up to that, and maybe have offices up here, and then maybe have like a second story even to it, as like it let's say if it goes in a bit from here and then kind of repeat a similar pattern going up and having like really nice offices up at the top. I'm thinking I'll do like magical machinery thingamabobs down in the bottom, because I don't have any tech-based mods installed, so I really can't do anything technology-wise. But I mean, I've got enough blood magic, Ars Magica. I've got enough blocks. I'm pretty sure I can pimp this place out good. So I will show you all what happens. One thing I do want to mention is this like amazing beauty right here, this tool. Oh my gosh, if you have like blocks placed, say like I have there, because I can't fly, but you can just right click and then it'll keep placing them, and then you can just expand and expand and expand. And so far that's how I've done this floor. That's how I've done the glass, that's how I've done the columns going up. And yeah, this thing makes short work of that glass, especially this floor too. Anything that requires like massive amounts of blocks, oh, it's fantastic. Actually, I think it's from extra utilities. Yeah, which I added extra utilities pretty much just for this tool, primarily. A few other things, but primarily just for this. But yeah, later. Alright guys, now here comes the part of these builds where you can call me an idiot. Okay? Because I'm realizing in order to make something look cool, oftentimes function goes out the window. And that's exactly what I've done. So, seeing as I'm like making all this up, I'm just going to show you kind of what I've come up with. Here we have kind of like a little, what I'm thinking like the entranceway to the factory. And like, because it's so tainted outside, it needs like a purification to keep out the taint. And so crystals, which are actually like export crystals from Ars Magica, silverwood planks, extra reinforced looking doors, warded glass, these things from Ars Magica. I mean, it looks cool in my opinion, but it serves absolutely no purpose. There's an ethereal bloom like down there that keeps the taint from seeping in. Oh, and in here I've got a little staircase going up. I've got the second floor started, and I'm kind of just playing around with materials that I want to use up here. I really like these witchwood planks, but I don't know what I'm going to use them on. I want to use them, but they're kind of weird. And I mean, they don't really fit in with the decor of the place. Very clean, sterile. They seem like they belong outside. Which actually, speaking of outside, I placed this block down here a long time ago. This basic little dirt block. And you'd be like, okay, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that it is not tainted soil, because I've warded it. And so now I know I can use that as a means to have blocks out here and not have them become crusted taint or tainted soil or whatever. But the fibrous taint does still grow over top of them, which is kind of unfortunate. But just kind of a thing I guess I'm going to have to deal with, considering where I'm building. I don't know what I'm going to build over there. Maybe like homes or something. Yeah, live in a taint-filled world. Maybe I'll build a village like, or like housing underneath the factory. But if they'd have to get stuff in somehow, right? Yeah, sure. That makes complete sense. No, it doesn't. I'm also thinking like some of these crystals, it's like, oh, you've got your little office, and then if you're a good worker, the people are like the men upstairs. I'm going to do that upstairs. It's like if they're watching you and they think you're doing a good job, then it's blue. But if they think you're doing a bad job and you're slacking, or you're really doing something you shouldn't be, then it'll turn red and you'll know, and then, oh, you might like fall into a pit of acid or something. I mean, taint. And then people would have to kill you. I'm wanting to put like pillars here, kind of like make it look realistic, like supported and stuff like that. I don't think I have open blocks at mod.openblocks. Canvas is what I'm looking for. Stencil? No. Okay, I don't think I have open blocks. Yeah, I don't have open blocks installed. I'm gonna have to get that because I really want to use their like stencils to like do a little bit of like half block painting over a block. Just kind of stuff like that. I'm gonna start getting more magical experimentation and things set up. It should look cool. Should. I'm thinking maybe do like viewing platforms. Well, I mean, there's obviously the walkway around the offices. But maybe do, instead of like a railing, do a warded glass. Where was it? Ward. There we go. And actually make it like a viewing plinth where it's like safer up here so that you can be like sitting at your desk doing your job and not have to worry about some arcane experiment going wrong and blowing you up, which probably in this like factory or research place is entirely likely, sadly. But it is science or magic, whichever you want to define it as. It's magic in a scientifical manner. Yes, that's what I will call this. Yes, the magic in a scientifical manner research facility. Yes, that will do. Alright, well, I'm going to keep going, and I'll catch y'all in a bit. I would really, really like that if it didn't look like some child scribbled on the walls. Alright, hey guys. Alrighty, so things happened. OpenBlocks wouldn't work with the version of the pack I was running, which was 1.7.2. And so in trying to update, I completely destroyed the world, unfortunately. And so I really intended that to be like the first episode and to keep building off of that. But the way that's just kind of going to be my pilot. That's going to be, this is what you can expect. This is what I want to do with it. And yeah, I am really sorry. If I will do a build probably similar to that. I really like the idea of it. But I don't think I'll be doing it there. So I do want to say thank you all very much for watching. I am really, really excited about this series. And if you like it, please go ahead, hit that like. And if you want to make sure that you catch all the awesome building action, hit that sub button. I mean, that would absolutely make my day. So, I thank y'all for watching once again, and I'll catch you next time.